truly, truly happy with all the social media that is feeding us all sorts of things, with all our times consumed by all sorts of things? I mean, we all lead different lives, but are we truly, truly happy? This has been the question for a while. Are we content in who we are? You've just described happiness. Happiness comes in different forms. There are so many things that bring us happiness. It can be the fact that you have the best job, your children are the most respectful children, they listen to you. Happiness comes in many forms, but sometimes we are not very happy. You know, I was in Cape Town, an Uber driver said to me, do you even know how many people would actually spend 10,000 rands minimum to appear happy, while they're actually not? To fool the world, to make the world believe that they're happy while they're not. And we try so hard to succumb to what the media is teaching us, to meet other people's expectations, most importantly, even of our immediate family members, of our friends. We wear masks. We do. Sometimes you have to do it because of your children. We take in so much, and then what in the end? Where is our power? Where is our truth? Who are we lying to? So today I would like us to redefine this happiness, redefine the womanhood, in order for us to live truly our best lives in 2025. To just go and reset that button, where you just take introspection in the way you lead it, in the way you prioritize everything, your walk in this world. It says, are you happy with who you are as a woman? I was having a conversation with Lisa this morning about how even these days you cannot get a job when you look a certain way, because society has portrayed this image that we all have to succumb to, while the inner person is suffering. Sometimes it's not even you. You have to do what society expects of you. You have to have a certain personality. You have to, I don't even have to go into details. There's certain images that are now pushed down our throats as the standard of image in our society. What does that happiness look like for you? Please take time and write down what that happiness looks like to you. I'll give you a chance to write down and recap what we've spoken about. On the notes on the side, just write down whatever you feel you need to jot down before I carry on. It be the kind of woman, the character that you would like to mold in order for you to become the best self this year, whether it's the values that you would like to redefine, whatever it is that comes to mind. just wait a little bit for her. We're talking about happiness and whether are we truly, truly happy. And in this happiness, we always depend on other people to add to it, to create it. And I also feel that when you know who you are full. When you have your God, when you are the woman, I don't want to say independent, because this independent woman can be, it can be a misconception of, because sometimes there's lack of character in this independent woman, because she can be so insensitive, she can be so abrasive, the independent woman. I shouldn't focus a lot on her. That's another story, because I also have another issue about the woman empowerment, how far we've taken it. I think we have taken it too far, and it has even broken us to some extent. It has broken families, the independent woman. Let's not focus a lot on her. Let's rather talk about the woman of God, if I may. Because there's a thin line between this independence and being confident in the character, or in being the woman of substance that we are trying to talk about here, that we are trying to build through these character traits that we've justified. Now the next question is that's another woman who will say, I have it all.
So
I have it all. And sometimes the independent woman, when she says I have it all, she means I have a car, I have a career, I have money, I don't need anybody else. That's what she really means. She's not the woman that I am talking about, that I would encourage the young ladies to become in future. Because this woman is the woman who says, I don't need a man. And the I don't need a man lady is very broken. She's very broken. That's why she doesn't need a man. Because God created families. We are meant to be in family units. We are meant to submit to men. That's what we are meant to be. And the independent woman has killed it. And I've been also saying that we also, I'm digressing, I'm sorry. We need to also be aunties who encourage young ladies to understand this, that in our brokenness, we shouldn't teach the young ladies this independence that is broken. We should build them to be women who honor the Lord, who, yes, will go and get what they want career-wise, build themselves inside out, but they should still say, I do, if that opportunity arises. Because there's a thin line, and it's happening every day. Just because they have failed in their lives, they are saying men are this, men are that, and it's not true. What are we going to be in 20 years' time if this is how we carry on? What are we going to be? And then we claim to be empowered women. Broken families. Why? Why should we sell that? We want to be independent, yes, but we still want to maintain what's intended by God. And that's Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. What God wants to see happening in our homes. It's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be easy, but we see today that we are selfish, actually. We've become selfish. There's no tolerance anymore. We walk away, sometimes too soon. Sometimes too soon. And yes, I'm not saying that we should hang on and be treated badly, but a woman who knows her worth will know when to draw a line, when to walk away, when to say no. But we need to still maintain family values, not individual values. Our sisterhood has been taken too far, way too far. It's not looking good. We have babies being created in labs right now because we have money, we have careers, we are independent, we don't need men, we can do it ourselves. That's wrong. Why? And it's not all men who are terrible. Because society is selling that label. It's not true. It's not true. Mamas, you know you have sons who are great. I have brothers who are amazing. I have uncles who are incredible. You know you have men in your lives you would never ever allow anybody to say anything wrong about. You know that. Am I lying? And would you even be happy if you hear women shaming men? Would you be happy when you know the kind of son that you have? When you know the kind of uncle that you have? Would you be happy? No. So I've digressed a little bit, but I would like to plant that seed in you that when you walk out of here also, it's in all of us. We need to support men because there are good men in this world. I know them, you know them. They don't deserve to be put in one box. I refuse. There are good dads out there, good fathers who are present, who are responsible, who are true, who have integrity, who are respectful. We know them. We know them, all of us. So let's support men. This is just another 2 cents from me, from another subject of women empowerment that I feel it needs to be redefined because we are not doing great as women at the moment. We are not teaching young ladies the truth about life. Let's move on. So, we always feel, not everyone, but there's never an ending to growing in any way. We spoke about this earlier on. There's no arriving. Whether it's spiritually, intellectually, we learn every day. And there's always a need for growth. So if you feel that there are areas that you need to target, please write that down and make sure that you don't forget. Because you will soon go back. Like I said, we are resetting the button. You need to be able to go back and reflect and say, this is the area that I would like to improve. This year, I want to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So please write that quickly while they still pop up in your head. Number 4 says that what has hindered or stopped you from achieving your goals so far? What has hindered or stopped you from achieving your goals so far? We all have many reasons. Many reasons. And as a woman, sometimes you had to sacrifice. Sometimes you had to put a sibling first before yourself. Sometimes you had to be a mother your siblings even, before you could actually do anything for yourself. There are many reasons that we do these things for, or the reasons why all of these things have happened, why things have not been achieved so far. And now what are we going to do about it? I mean, they are what they are. Sometimes it's fear of failure, because yes, you've done what you've done, but sometimes we ourselves do hold ourselves back. Many a times, actually, if you think about it, we are the reason why certain things did not happen in our lives. And sometimes it's fear of failure. I've done that many times. When I said I'm doing a workshop the other day, someone said, but you are 10 years late. And I thought, okay. I mean, and it's true. It's actually very true. So, it's us most of the time. Write down what you know has held you back. When you look at it, you will remember it and do something about it. It's either like fear of failure, lack of self-belief. It can be unclear goals. Sometimes you're not sure what you want to do. Sometimes it's just past negative experiences. And sometimes those experiences are not even yours. They are someone else's.